Hey, this is John.
And Jess.
And we are the Relationship Revivalists, and we are here giving you another video that we're starting here fresh on the week. And, you know, our last series was one called Relationship 911. And if you haven't watched that, go ahead and go back and watch that, of course, after you watch this video. And, you know, then come back to Trust 101. That's what we're talking about this week.
Yeah.
We're talking about trust. So we're giving you a basic intro to how to trust God. And so today, what's our main topic theme that we're going to talk to him about today?
Well, we're all about trust this week, and how we're going to go through kind of why we have trust and difficulties of trust in relationships, how it even goes back further than just us, and what God says about trust and what he says about trust in relationship. And at the end of the week, we're going to highlight how God has a specific plan tailor-made just for you regarding trust. And it's going to be really, really great. So right now we're going to kind of introduce this this week. We're talking about trust. And, you know, if you're like us, so often we just find it difficult to trust. It's like, why do we find it so hard to trust? You know, and especially when we're talking about a relationship with our significant other, you know, the person that you chose to spend a great deal of your life with. You know, why does doubt and distrust come into play there? You know, it's not of God, really. And so sometimes it really is something that your partner actually did to you or did, and now it's hard to trust. You know, that is that can be really, really hard to recover from. And, you know, you do need to seek out help in that way. But also there's so many times where it's not necessarily something our partner did. Our doggy's taking a nice drink of water. He is not a dainty drinker, and he likes to drink a lot when he does.
Yes.
He's a big one. So please excuse that. Anyway, but we want to talk about, especially this week, about when it's not necessarily something that our partner specifically did or did to us, but those little times that doubt just kind of comes into our mind, like, you know, what are they really thinking? What are they really doing? I don't know if I can trust their decision making on this, you know, and things like that. And even in our relationship, I've had those same kinds of doubts here and there, you know, with John, especially, like, you know, can I trust that he's going to make a wise decision when he's the one making the decision that might affect me as well? You know, and he doesn't go around just making decisions because he's the man of the house. You know, we don't react to each other that way. So we let God be the head of our house, and then we're on an equal plane. But there are times, you know, when I have to make a decision or he has to make a decision, just like you with your partner, and it could ultimately affect the other one. And it's like, well, I don't know if I can trust that, you know. So that's just kind of, I just want to share my little take on trust. And sometimes it can be really difficult. And also, I was just reading somewhere about, so often it is an issue, a trust issue with our partner actually comes from or stems from a past relationship trust issue. And, you know, I didn't really have past relationships, John, as you know. So, you know, why do I have these trust issues? Well, I think we can even take it back further, because we can definitely have trust issues way back in our past from our upbringing. Not to say that my parents weren't trustworthy. They were some of the most trustworthy people around. But just, you know, little things here and there can just kind of bring fear and anxiety and trust issues right along with it. So how did I pick that up? I'm not even so sure. I'll probably realize more as we keep going. But I'm going to let you take it away now, John.
Okay, so, you know, some of these trust issues come from our upbringing, like you were saying. You know, we have parents. We love our parents to the moon and back, and yet they're still human, and they're not perfect. So they will not forfeit, but they'll take you down roads that maybe you shouldn't go down, maybe you don't want to go down, but you're the child, so you have to follow in their footsteps. So what do we do? I mean, like, some of the relationships that I had were not that great, because, you know, there was a lot of trust issues with them to begin with, and I didn't realize this. I kind of entered into the relationship arena not knowing what to do, the things to resolve things, and that causes issues too, because when you don't know something, you don't know it, and so that can really cause you to get hurt, because like if you think about the Little Red Riding Hood, she was in a situation where grandma wasn't really grandma, right? So if you're in a relationship and the wolf comes around and you don't know about it, well, you're going to get hurt. So this is where the trust issues start happening, and we want to help you to be a better truster. And if you can start trusting, and the first thing that I want to say is, who's the best person that we can trust today, that either here or in heaven?
Well, I'm going to take a crack at that one, and I would say God is really the only one we can fully trust all the time.
110%.
Yeah, absolutely. But the cool thing is, when we learn to trust God, it makes it easier to trust those that we are supposed to trust.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, when you're having trust issues with your partner, the best thing is to really just look internally and see what's going on. Why am I attracting this? Because we all know that our relationship was attracted to you. I mean, so anyone you come in contact with is basically an attraction, because we could go really deep into this, and we don't have the time to do that right now. But so if you're having troubles with trusting, we invite you, and our doggy's wagging his tail and making the bass drum beat. We invite you to visit our website, where we have got some one-on-one packages. The URL will be in the description. And for today, we're going to wrap it up and say, have a wonderful evening, afternoon, or morning.
See you soon.
We want to thank you for watching our video, and also we want to remind you to hit that subscribe button.
And hit that bell icon for notifications.
Absolutely, and share the video too. Thank you so much for watching.